Let's create a Chicago-style or Turabian-style note for a journal article. Notes are always preceded by a number, and they're divided into 3 major sections: authors, publication information, and locations. These sections are separated by commas, and the note ends with a period. First, indent to start the authors section. The authors section may contain 1 author's name, 2 authors' names, or 3 authors' names, but for sources with more than 3 authors, list only the first author's name, followed by et al. Once the authors section is complete, insert a comma to separate it from the next major section of the note, the publication information. The publication section begins with the article title, but it's enclosed in quotation marks. So, open quotation marks before adding the title. Now add the article title, and if there's a subtitle, separate it from the main title with a colon. Then add a comma and close the quotation marks. This comma isn't separating one of the major sections. Instead, it's sort of saying, hold on, there's more to come, because now it's time for the journal title. And that title is italicized. Finally, since each year of a journal is usually listed as a separate volume, add the volume number. This number is not italicized. That completes the publication information, so add a comma to separate it from the next section, the locations. You're going to provide several types of location information. First of all, since each volume contains multiple issues, you need to add the issue number where the article was located. Start by adding the lowercase letters NO, which combine to form an abbreviation for the word number. Just remember, since it's an abbreviation, it's always followed by a period. Afterward, add the issue number you're citing. Now open parentheses and add the date of publication to make it even easier for your reader to find the correct issue. Sometimes that's just a year. Sometimes it's a month and a year. Sometimes it's a season, such as spring and a year. Just add the information as it's listed on your source. After you add the date, you can close parentheses. Follow the parentheses with a colon. Now add the page range where the cited article appears in the journal. That's followed by a period, because sometimes the note ends here, but only if you pulled your article from a print copy of the journal. That's pretty unlikely these days, so you probably need to add one last thing: digital location information. You do so by adding a URL that your reader can use to locate the cited article. If the article includes a DOI or digital object identifier, use that instead because it's permanent and will work even if the article is moved. Oh, and that period we added after the page numbers is now in the wrong place. Move it to the end of the note and add a comma after the page numbers. And that's it. You now know how to write a Chicago-style or Turabian-style footnote for a journal article. For additional support, check out the official Chicago-style and Turabian-style quick guides linked in the description below. And don't forget to watch the other videos in this series to learn how to write footnotes for books or websites.